So look, I get it. For the Indiana Fever, one of the number one priorities from a lot of fans is Satou Sabally. But for me, there is an equally as important player. And this is not just for the Indiana Fever. This is for the entire WNBA. The second pick of the 2025 WNBA draft is available as a free agent. And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, she did declare she went undrafted in the year 2021 because I think she had no intention of going to the WNBA at the time. And it's Janelle Salone. Janelle Salone. She is born on the 5th of September 2001. She is like 6 weeks older than Paige Bueckers. She is younger than Hailey Van Lith. She is the age of a college fifth-year senior. And who is Janelle Salone? First of all, her brother's playing in the league. So it's not like she's going to be that stuck on staying in France. And oh yeah, she doesn't even play in France. She went to Italy. So there's not going to be any prioritization rules. She can come to the W, and I think that's why she went to Italy. Like, that would be my thing. Why I think she went to Italy was because she can go to the W. And I think that's what her intention is. Not only that, she was, again, 23 years old. Let's not forget that. She is the same age as Paige Bueckers. EuroLeague Team of the Month. She was in that. And if you look at the other players in this, Gabby Williams. We all know how good Gabby Williams is. Emma Mason. Emma Mason is, again, look, if you can convince Emma Mason to come to the WNBA, I don't think you will be able to. But like, if you can convince her to come back, she is the perfect veteran for the Fever. Like, she's the perfect veteran for any team. Natasha Howard, again, I don't know. She just didn't play any defense this year. But then there's Janelle Salone. 17.8 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Not only that, do you want to know what you could argue she's best at? You could argue that her best asset is her effort and defense. Like, she's out here playing in EuroLeague games this year, and she does everything. Like, you can see, she's got a bit of athleticism. Handle, step back, bang. Like, she's an Alyssa Smith size. She's 6'3". She's got a handle. She's a unicorn. She's a lockdown defender. Like, taking charges. Like, she is a tenacious defender. We watched her play in the Olympics. She was really good for that French team. And she doesn't take 17 seconds to get into her jump shot. She has an actual relatively smooth jump shot. Look, we've seen with the NBA and some coaches that players, like, you just don't know what's going to happen when it comes to their jump shot. But, like, she's a slasher. She's a passer. She has no weaknesses in her game. And again, she's 23. She's the same age as Paige Bueckers. Like, if there was no, like, whatever about the rules, I know she was able to go 3 years ago for the W draft or go for it because of, well, just the way the international rules are weird. But like you can see, she's playing the 4. She's there setting screens. She's out here running in the pick and roll, quick and pick pop, bang. Like, these are translatable skills. These are exactly what you need from the power forward position for a Caitlin Clark. You need athleticism. You need defense. You need that ability to run the pick and roll, run the pick and pop, handle the ball a little bit, create a little bit for herself. And look, I don't think she's as good a player as Satou Sabally. I don't. I'm not going to lie. I don't think she's as good a player as Satou Sabally. But the difference is you might be able to get her on a near minimum contract. Because you sign her on a 1 year minimum so that she gets a year in the W before the big cap spike in 2026. And then she's going to have to obviously want to get paid. Or maybe, and because like she's not on a rookie scale deal, it's not like a situation with Leonie Fibic where a team had her drafted. No one drafted her. Like, there's nothing she doesn't do well. Like, look at that pass. Like, that is, imagine if Alyssa Smith did that. Like, she's a power forward. I'm sorry, what power forwards in the W are coming up, getting the ball there, and hitting cutters with a pass like that? Like, I'm telling you, she's been hooping this season. runs the pick and roll, kicks to the corner. Or sorry, she spots up in the corner. I don't know why I was saying kicks to the corner there. But like, you're looking at a active defender who can handle the ball, pass the ball, is 6'3" with some length, athletic, processes the game fast, works hard on both ends of the floor, and who can be like I've seen her when France played Ireland a while ago. I think was it in pre-qualifier for some France played Ireland for something. She was over and she was by far the best player on the floor. And like, I'm sorry, the Ireland team were no slouches that she played against, by the way. Like Claire Melia was on that Irish team. Claire Melia is balling out in Euro Cup at the minute, like for Ferrol. So it's not like it was a bad team. She just was the best player on the floor. Like Leila Lacan played in that game as well. And by the way, Leila Lacan, if she's as good, she could be an all-star if she comes over, but she's playing in France. And that's the thing is like everyone talks about the French players being like, oh, they can't come over. She's playing in Italy. She can come over. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Maybe if Eurobasket clashes, she might miss a little bit of time with Eurobasket. Cool. I don't care. Sign her up. Sign her up. If she has to miss a month during the middle of the season, cool. We can start Temi Fagbenle for a month. But like, the only issue is that she's a little bit undersized. Like she is like 6'3" and plays more small forward than power forward. Cool, player power forward. Like player small forward. That's the simplest thing. But I think that because she's so active on defense, that even if she is on the smaller end, she's still going to be a much better defender than Alyssa Smith. And I think Aaliyah Boston can be a good defender too. And I think she's a perfect type of defender. She's a perfect power forward for Stephanie White. She can take some playmaking duties when Caitlin Clark is off the floor. She can take some playmaking duties when Caitlin Clark is on the floor. Like imagine having a good passing 4-5, an elite like Swiss Army knife power forward in Janelle Salone, Alexi Hall to just guard the other team's best player and be a pest. Alexi Hall's not the best on-ball defender, but she's a pest. She draws charges, she gets around screens really well, and you've got that with Hull, and you've got Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Like, you need defense around the two of those. And Salone, Lexi Hull, their switchability, their ability to guard anybody. Yes, they're still going to get beaten by the bigs, but I think you make up for it enough on the other end by just outrunning teams. And the one question about Satou is not skill, it's motor. It's the opposite with Janelle Salone. And first of all, and you don't have to give up your first round draft pick. Like, you're in a position where almost certainly you're going to be in a position that you can draft Janiah Barker, Janiah Barker, Sonia Citron, Westball if she's back and playing. There are a lot of really good players there at 8. And I don't want to, in this draft, especially with the shooters in this draft and what the Fever need, I don't want to give up that 8th pick. And I know they want vets, they want to win quickly. But to act like Janelle Salone was not a starter for the French team in the Olympics, to act like she's not she won't be a Leonie Fibic type rookie who is, yes, the age of a rookie, but has probably been playing pro ball since she was... How long has she been playing pro ball for? She's been playing pro ball since 2019. So, like, she may as well be a vet at this stage. Like, she's been playing EuroLeague since she was 19. So, you've got somebody who's been playing pro ball longer than Satou. So, if people are saying Satou's a vet, I think Janelle Salone I think she should be the number one option for a lot of teams in free agency because you can get her on the cheap. Like, you can get her on the cheap and you can still trade for something if you want. Like, if you say, for example, if you are the Fever, and obviously Satou's not an option. I mean, by the way, Janelle at the 3, Satou at the 4? Okay, maybe that's worth giving up the 8th pick. Maybe that's worth giving up the 8th pick for, if you can do that. But, like, you're now in a situation where you can look to trade for anybody, even if it's not Satou. Because Satou's still going to be signed. It doesn't have to be a free agent. If you got Janelle Salone at the 4, you can start to look at teams that might be trying to break things up. Like, you can say, let's just say 2026 free agents. Heck, maybe you could go to the Sparks and be like, look, Actually, no, they don't have their 2026 pick. What am I talking about? You can go to a Washington Mystics and go, we want Ariel Atkins. You guys are mid-tank. We really want Ariel Atkins. Because she's just a much better version of what Lexi Hull is. We want Ariel Atkins as like our 5th option, who could be the best 5th option in the league. We will give you Nalissa Smith in the 8th pick. We'll give you Nalissa Smith and 8 for Ariel Atkins. Like, these players are available. And if you can have Hull off the bench with like a 5 of Ariel Atkins, actually, what am I talking about Nalissa Smith in that trade? You'd have to probably give up Grace Berger because the Mystics have so many power forwards. Because they're probably going to lose Jade Melbourne in the expansion. So give up Grace Berger and the 8th pick for Ariel Atkins. And then that's a championship team. Atkins at the 3. Like, Mitchell, Clark, Atkins, Salone, Aaliyah Boston is a championship team. So you can trade. You've got that trade asset there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys in agreement with this? Are you guys not? Is the first time you've heard of Janelle Salone. But she's the age of a 2025 draft pick. And I will say she'd be number 2. If this wasn't any sort of like thing where she's just a free agent, she is at that age that if she was a draft pick in 2025, she would be number 2 after Paige Beckers. And I think every single team in the WNBA should be looking for her. It's just the Fever have got to be, well, I think every team's probably is already looking for her, but she should be the number 1 option for literally every single team in this league. I just hope it's the Fever to get her.